For the past 2 years, we live in one of the coldest places on Earth, in Canada, particularly in the West Coast. It was exciting at first, but it was too cold. Then, loneliness took over. The next you feel is anxiety and depression. Living in Canada, far from home and away from family, has been both of a journey of growth and quiet struggle. The cold winters feels even colder without the warmth of familiar faces. Every celebration back home becomes a reminder of the distance. And this is our story. Magsisimula ang kwento noong September of 2023. Days after celebrating my birthday ay nakatanggap ako ng message. It was expected, kaya that night, kahit malungkot, we packed all of our things together with our hopes of better future for them. At makalipas lang ang ilang araw, ay kailangan na namin magpaalam sa aming mga anak. Hindi to madaling desisyon para sa mga magulang na iwan ang kanilang mga anak. Pero that time, wala kami ibang option kundi tiisin ang sakit at mag-sacrifice para sa future nila. Fast forward, summer of 2024. By that time, sinimulan na namin yung proseso ng visa ng mga anak namin. And believe me when I say na hindi naging madali ang proseso. Dahil isang katutak lang naman na paperwork. One more and another and another and another and another and more paperwork and another, a little bit more paperwork. And oh, another paperwork. Well, waiting for our kids' visa approval has become part of our daily routine. We constantly checking our email, hoping for that one word. Approved! And all of the sudden, times get slower and the days feels longer. Refreshing of web browser became endless. Knew that the result would not be instant, we have no choice but wait. We just always keep in mind that good things takes time. Has passed and there's still no update until it was September 17, 2024. It's 17 minutes past midnight. For some reason, I couldn't sleep. Like so many nights before, the waiting had stretched for months. So that night, almost out of habit, I grabbed my laptop and opened my email. In that moment, I wasn't expecting anything. For me, it will be just a random scroll. I was ready to be disappointed. But then, I saw it. In the following month, we found ourselves a little bit surprised because I searched the cost of the flight ticket and I can't believe on what I saw. It's 51,000 pesos each ticket. How on earth we can afford it in just few months? Well, I have a plan, but it won't be easy. Palpak na naman yan! One, we need to work extra hours, whether it's early morning or late night shifts. 2, pick up every side hustle we can, even no days off. 3, the most important of all, save money, don't buy unnecessary things. What? 5 months had passed, but the plan didn't work. We still fell short, but luckily, we have friends that help us. So, our flight went like this. We arrived 5 hours earlier at Vancouver Airport. Our departure time will start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And our estimate travel hours will be more than 24 hours. So, how are we going to survive that long hours flight? I don't know, but I can tell you that our flight was so exhausting. It starts from 12 hours flight from Vancouver, Canada to Seoul, South Korea. We waited in Seoul for 4 hours to transfer to another aircraft that will take us to Manila, Philippines. And that's another 8 hours flight. After a lot of stretching, in-flight entertainment, meals, turbulence, we finally touched down in Manila, Philippines.
We have landed at Manila Ninoy Aquino International Airport.
Kailan may di pababayaan sa iyo lamang matatagpuan sa iyo lamang mananatili sa iyong at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim, mananatili sa iyong lihim, nang masupungan ka sa dakong lihim.
Bigla.
Panginoon, ang ngalan mo ay kalinga at sandigan ko, di nagbabago pangako mo.
Wala na.
Salita mo'y panghawakan sa iyo.
Si Papa daw, sabi ni Brianna, Papa. Sabi ko si Papa Gimo.
Matatagpuan sa iyong lamang.
Sino yan?
Mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim. Mananatili sa iyong lilim nang masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim, mananatili sa iyong lilim at sasambahin ka sa dakong lihim, mananatili sa iyong lilim nang masumpungan ka sa dakong lihim.
Halos 2 taon kaming nawalay sa aming mga anak. Nagtrabaho at namuhay sa ibang bansa na bitbit ang pangarap na nabigyan sila ng magandang kinabukasan. Pero hindi pala madali ang proseso. Sa unang buwan, halos araw-araw kaming umiiyak. Iba ang klima, kultura, iba ang mga tao, at malayo sa pamilya. Tiniis namin lahat dahil kailangan. May mga panahon na gusto na namin sumuko. Napakahirap pala maging dayuhan sa ibang bayan. Pero pinili namin maging matatag. Komplikado, mahirap ang buhay OFW. Maraming luha, maraming sakripisyo. Pero sa bawat pag-alis ay may matamis na pagbalik. Ito ang kwento namin. Kwento ng libo-libong Pilipino.